Hi and welcome to our channel. Today I have a lot of exciting news to share with you guys while taking you around the farm and doing my daily chores too. Okay, your bed's ready guys, time to go to sleep. Come. Come Maggie. Come to bed. Come Maggie. Come Maggie. Okay. My goodness. Okay, with the pigs ready, now it's time to share the first good news, but we're calling it the fingers crossed news. So I will let Luke tell you all about it.
Hey guys! Bit of good news regarding the digger. Yesterday I finally got my pistons and the last bit of the puzzle, the liner O-rings and the piston rings. This has been the last delivery. I've been trying to source these parts to rebuild our engine of our Komatsu digger for the past pretty much a year, 6 months to a year I guess. The hardest thing to find was this connecting rod over here, which connects the piston to the crankshaft. I found this from China second hand, so I think I found the last remaining Conrad in the world for my digger, so super lucky. But once I got this, which was the hard to source part, I've been ordering bits and pieces and trying to get them together. I only need one piston, but I got them from China and they only sell them in sets of 3, so I got 3. And I obviously got the rings and the bushings and stuff for 3 of them, because once the engine is open we might as well have a new 3 new pistons, because it's a 3-cylinder. Here is the new liner. I've had this for about 3 weeks now. So now the next step is to drive down to Lisbon to these engineers, and one is to patch the block with the bit that was punched out. That's one of the biggest ifs, you could say, is patching the hole in the block. Now we have contacted them and they said they can probably do it, but it depends where in the block. We had sent them photos. They think they can, but it isn't 100%. So that's the one thing that they need to do. The second thing is the crankshaft, which is in the car. So it's been worn away where the Conrad sits on it here. Probably because there were these shell bearings or leaf bearings, what are they called, had worn away. So if they had just changed this, none of this would have happened probably. But so it's been worn away, so they need to weld on more material. And then I'm not sure if they do it or the place we went to in Fundao is they put it, I guess, on a lathe and they bring it down to size for it to fit, for this to fit on it basically. So that's the second thing they have to do. And the third is to punch out one of the liners, which is, I think it's a bit scratched, and put in this new one. And then once all that is ready, then we can bring it back to here and hopefully Alex will be able to put it back together for me. So fingers crossed, a lot of ifs and buts, but the only thing we can do is hope. Once the engine is rebuilt, Ashley is going to put it back into the digger, and then hopefully we'll have a working digger for winter, which would be absolutely fantastic. The amount of work I'll be able to do with it, I just don't want to get too excited and too hopeful. Anyway, that's it regarding the digger. I just want to thank all of you that donated to our digger fund and have helped in any way. Obviously Ashley, obviously Alex, who donated their much appreciated time, and all of you who have put in some money into our digger fund. Thank you very much. Fingers crossed, guys. Positive thoughts. Now that I've got finally got all my parts together for the digger, I've made arrangements with some engineers in Lisbon, and in a couple of days I'm going to drive down and take the engine in pieces with the spare parts for them to sort the crank out, for them to patch the hole in the block, and also replace a liner. So I'm going to be taking it in a few days, and I thought I don't want to have to go for water after I pack the engine into the car, so I'm here at our local water source, the spring in the village, one of the many. I just wanted to show you what Dirk left us. He left us his carrier thing here, because the last time we came for water we came with Dirk, and I was still kind of a bit delicate with my messed up back. So what did he do? He left us this to use, the carrier, to carry them from the car back into the gypsy caravan. But also, he bought this thing. So hopefully, I won't have to stay taking the bottles out of the car up on top there and then back in the car one by one. So this should, in theory, make my life a lot easier. We normally do have 7 now, I think. But since I'm going to be going in a couple of days, I thought we might run out of water. So I thought I'd do that just to be safe. Let's see if this thing holds. Because the pressure over here is quite strong. So let's see. It's got like a Jubilee clip. It's not leaking from the tap. Awesome. Oh yeah. Too easy. That was easy. Thank you, Dirk. Oh yeah, too easy. That was definitely easier than carrying 40 kilos. Thanks again, Dirk.
See, I told you that was good news, but there's still a lot of ifs and buts. I thought the hardest part of finding the pots is over, but now it's kind of like, will it be fixed? But you have to invest the money to find out. But we are super positive, and we do have our fingers and our toes and our legs crossed, and we will see what happens. About this pool, I haven't been filling it for nothing, because they do drink from it. But also I've been putting corn, I've been putting their treats around here, around this area, and in the hottest time of the day I have seen them chill out here. Them and the guinea fowl too. So I think that's a little bit of a step in the right direction. Hey guys, it's going to be the end of summer before they get used to it though. And I am not going to put them in again, because it was causing them a lot more stress than cooling them down. Luke suggested putting something in the middle so they have to go in to get it. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe next week. I do not do this every morning. No, it's more like every 4 to 5 mornings. But when I do it, I make sure I do it before 7 o'clock in the morning, because it takes a bit of time to go from one to the other and clean them. And I like to take the animals out a little bit early. So this has to happen before, because if it doesn't happen before the sun comes out, then the water in the pipes is boiling hot. And I can let it run out, but then it's a waste of water, so I don't like doing that. And speaking about waking up early to do stuff, Luke woke up at 6. But actually he woke up at 5 in the morning to do this. Last week I told you he was taking it easy and he was feeling a little bit better. This week is a bit of a different story, but it had to happen. Over to Luke, let's see why he woke up at 5 in the morning yesterday.
Today is the day we get the logs. My mate's here with his truck and we're at the end. And we're going to load them up. and get them home. So my car is very happy that it doesn't have to do it. I'll show you the truck. Booyah. Now we're going to try and drag the mother beam. Mama beam. Okay, that's all the wood here, all the logs. Let's see if he can get out of here, hopefully. Oh shit. No, he's all right. It's a beast. It's a beast.
Okay, all the logs are here. This is super exciting. Thank you so much to everyone involved in getting them here. Thank goodness they were too big to put in Luke's car. And even though there are a few more logs at the end, we couldn't get them this time. Luke has to cut them down with the chainsaw, so we have to wait till after summer because it's too hot and too dangerous and also banned to use a chainsaw at this time of the year. But look at all these logs. There's definitely enough here for the kitchen, the outdoor kitchen. So while I'm here, because I just turned around and saw it, and I haven't thanked you guys, a couple of weeks ago we bought the chipper. I think it's called the chipper. Anyways, that thing over there, we finally went to get it. We can't use it yet because it's very hot and Luke's back isn't very good. Yes, I know, he did the logs, but it needed to be done and now it's done. So now he can take more time to relax, and he also has to go to the doctor again for another visit. But on the chipper subject, thank you so much to everyone who gave us super thanks and who donated towards it, because we managed to get it and now it's there for when we need it. We're waiting at the shop to try something out. Hey, look.
We're here at Albi Europa to see if the chipper, the mulcher, will mulch the bushes we have on the land, which are these three. The cistus, the uprose, the broom, Spiridium Juncium, and whatever this one's called, which I hate. Okay, so this is the mulcher we're going to try and buy, but I wanted to check it out before, because I've already bought one and it didn't work with the bushes we have, so I just want to make sure.
Isn't it a beauty? And it works really well. So thank you so much for helping us save up for it. We really needed it and we can't wait to use it. And also thank you so much for joining our Patreon family, Bo, Dan and Jem. Thank you so much for choosing us. We really appreciate your support. Now over to me on another day. I think I've finished almost all my chores and I'm down to collect the animals to go for our routine walk. Come on guys, shall we go and pick up the goats? Go. Good morning, girls. Good morning, Nicole. I know. I know you want to come out. You're liking this, eh? It's really nice. The straw is really nice with some green stuff in it, eh? You like it? A few of you asked me... Oh, hey, meatball! A few of you asked me why he's still wearing his apron. Well, he only wears it for 2 hours a day. And I put it on him in the morning so I don't break the system. And then he goes on the morning walk with it, and then after that he's free the whole day. Even the evening walk he doesn't wear it. So you're lucky, meatball. You only have to wear it in the morning. Go ahead guys, let me just do this. And then we're going to go on our walk, okay? That you love so much. Look, I'm just putting some fresh stuff in for you. Okay girls, out you go. Daisy, not the camera. There we go. Maybe you can go out, you've got some leaves there. I know, Daisy. You feel like the world is against you, right? But it isn't. Okay, should we go? Let me wet the girls and we start walking. Maggie gets another bit of a wet. And Peppa. And Peppa. And a Maggie. Oh, I need more. Can I film you? Susie, you want some water? Come. This for Susie. For Susie. Thank you so much for coming along with me on my chores, and don't forget to tune in next week where we hopefully can share some news on the digger parts. Luke's going to be taking it down to Lisbon in the car, yes, the engine in the car, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go have a little bit of cleaning to do. I'm cleaning out the caravan that Dirk was staying in because one of our best friends is coming to visit us tomorrow and I am super excited about it. So thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome week ahead. And if you want to watch more about my walk with the goats, it's really a nice watch. So why not go and watch that one next? Oh, it's like I farted.